Welcome back to Talks with Valencia King. I am Valencia King, and I am joined with none other than the one and only Stacy Cordell.
I thought you was worried about your parents.
Talk to me about that New York City move. What was the toughest challenge for you there?
Just meeting people. Meeting people was tough, even though it's a city of millions of people.
Right.
I realized that a lot of New Yorkers don't really interact with you if you're too new, like in a sense. So like I felt like in my experience, they wouldn't let me in. Like I was meeting people, but like nobody was really like kicking it with me for a long time until they seen that I was actually going to stay. Because maybe the turnover is pretty high.
I would imagine so, yeah.
Maybe. But I just noticed that it takes a while for people to let you inside of their life, their circle, and to actually want to work with you. So that was a tough challenge for me to have to start over. Obviously, Dallas last year this time, I had a team. I had people that I could call up anytime. I had my locations. I had everything, and having to go up there and start over, it was a tough challenge.
Yeah.
It was definitely tough.
Now, I know challenges also come with things that you may like about the city, things you may not like so much about the city. Talk to me about a couple of things you maybe hate and love about New York City, because it's not for the easy. It's not for the faint of heart.
No, it's not. I would start with the fruits, things that I love, which I consider the fruits. The fruits of New York is heavily populated, which a lot of people will see that as a negative, but it is a huge networking opportunity. New York is, you can get Jamaican food, Chinese food, Mexican food, American food, any type of food you want, you can get 24 hours a day. That is something that I haven't experienced in no other city but New York.
Yeah.
So I go to Grub Up, be like 3 in the morning.
See, I'm a foodie, so I understand that.
Yeah, like 3 in the morning, Grub Up, you're like, man, I'm hungry. You can actually eat like a grilled chicken, broccoli, baked potato, and get that delivered for sometimes for free. So New York, in that aspect of the fact that it doesn't sleep, so you can have access to all these different places at any time of the night. That's beautiful to me. So I like that aspect, and the scenery is is like no other. So those are a few things I like.
Okay, on the flip side,
the vegetables. Unfortunately, the vegetables. The vegetables in New York it is a little overcrowded. It definitely is overcrowded. It is a somewhat of a rude environment. In certain places that you go, it is a very rude environment. It's a lot of sink or swim environment. They said that you place yourself there. If you're not coming with a friend or a group of people, it's like fend for yourself.
Yeah.
Like I have to figure out the subway. I have to figure out where to go, where not to go. Stop, like everything, and no one would help me. I couldn't, people in Texas, they don't know about New York. I couldn't call back home like, hey, what train do I take?
Yeah.
Like what? And you make one wrong move in New York, and you can get caught up in the wrong environment. It's so easy, like because streets in New York. So like in most cities, right, you have good and bad neighborhoods. And the bad neighborhoods and the good and bad neighborhoods are separated by most likely train tracks. It was built like that. Seems like back in the day where like trains that first came out, they found out that they could separate the good side and the bad side. Tell about train track. Try it. Go to a city.
Like the saying says, you stand on the wrong side of the tracks.
Yeah, exactly. So
listen, that New York is still following him out. He's trying to get back. He's on the way back, I promise.
Yes. But yeah, it's in New York, it's streets. So you can it's not about neighborhoods. You can go to one street and it'd be totally fine, brownstones, everyone has money. And then you can literally take 10 steps to the right, go across the street or to the next street over, and it's crackheads, poverty, and people asking you for money, like at every house. Like it's so like wow, like night and day difference in that small little 0.1 of a mile. Like so, you have to be careful by how you move in New York. You have to, if you can, get someone to tell you where not to go, because they have a different level of criminal activity out there. So you definitely don't want to get caught up in that situation.
Wow, this has been so refreshing, and we're just getting started, you guys. We've got a lot more topics to get into with Stacy Cordell about this move to NY and what the difference a year has made for him.
West side, Ponte
There's a key. And hell yeah, I'm at the college.
Welcome back to Talks with Valencia King. I am Valencia King, and we are still joined by the one and only Stacy Cordell because we are talking about his year-end recap for the year 2018. Now, Stacy, at the end of the year, a lot of people tend to take a moment to look back and see what the year has shown them, what they've learned, not only about themselves, but about life in general. Now, for you specifically, your platforms are all on social media. So talk to me about social media from the top of 2018 until right now. It's been going through a lot of changes lately.
Yeah, it's forever changing. Honestly, it's you can't keep up. I mean, it's like, I'm 26, and sometimes I feel 52 when I see these updates, and I'm like trying to oh, how you do this? Like I'm squinching my eyes more and more every day, and so the changes of social media are coming at a rapid pace, and you have things now like different tools, Instagram in particular, to where it helps the creator and it helps you be able to interact with your community a lot better, which I like. You also have tools that were meant for creators, I feel, and of course they were released to the general user base, and it turns into what I believe Instagram didn't want it to turn into.
Oh, wow.
For example, like the question sticker. When it first came out, I automatically knew that was the new way to DM a girl.
Yeah.
I automatically knew it.
Off top.
And I was like, no, I'm not using this, because I already know what question I'm gonna get. Are you single?
Right.
Oh, like it just became just another way to slide in someone's DMs.
The new thirst trap, if
It
you will.
was the new, and I hate to say, a lot of guys they look silly because this pretty girl will post this question sticker, and girls, they eat it up. Like confidence. Like it's crowdfunding confidence for them, and the guys are just taking it as, this is another shot for me to get a number.
Yeah.
It's a trap, because the girl, all she's doing, you over here like, oh, are you single? That's every girl that posts a question sticker gets that. If you're not getting that, then you might want to check your face. But every girl that posts that question sticker gets that question, and so it's just I like tools like that, but it's just like it was just flipped to where it's now a turnoff. It's like it distracts you from what Instagram should be like, et cetera, et cetera. But then you also have tools like the Live. Live has new features now where you can show videos and photos, and then you can people can ask questions. Now
During
the question,
the live, right?
That's perfect. I like that. That's nice. So other than that, like the changes come as far as like getting rid of like fake activity is huge. Right now, like the biggest thing is like a lot of people getting their accounts deleted. I'm not sure why. I don't know. And these accounts have been active for a while. I know people personally that had 50,000, like 20,000 that they've had their accounts deleted, and they don't know why. They just get an email.
No answers from Instagram either, huh?
No answers from Instagram. Wow. You have to be careful with how you use it, with the fake activity, with what you post now. It's obviously, we know this world is sensitive right now.
Yeah, very.
It's getting worse by the day. Like you can't say, someone told me, kid you not, someone said, I can't say fag unless I'm a cig. To this day, I don't know what a cig is. What is this? I thought you were talking about a cigarette. I didn't know what a cig is.
Not a cigarette. And I get what they were saying, but at the same time, I don't get what they were saying, because fag is normally, the word is normally offensive across all boards.
Of course. Yeah.
So I don't know what the exception was.
It's tough for me because I'm from the country, right?
Yeah.
And honestly, from the country, you get talked about. Like when people are gay in this country environment where you're supposed to be this man, lumberjack, cutting wood, riding four-wheelers, riding all these manly things, and you turn out as being gay, the first word that comes out of a country man's mouth is, you're a faggot. Yeah. You're a punk. You're gay. And so this is what I heard coming up. But I can't say that on social media. I can get my account deleted. Right. People obviously will bash me. is not good. But, I mean, I might host the Oscars one day and they take me off. You know,
Right.
Like, I mean, 20. I mean, come on, it's getting to a ridiculous level. So that's still changing, and I cannot wait until it gets to a point where it starts flatlining. Because right now it's still, the sensitivity is still increasing.
Still on the rise, yeah.
But it needs to flatline very soon because
I don't
it's getting.
know if it will, honestly. And I feel like even if it never flatlined, there just needs to be a lot more room for understanding, because people will get mad at you for saying something and not even take the time to even hear that you didn't know it was wrong.
Exactly.
You know, they just expect you to know all the rules to everything. But these rules are being made up by the day.
And, oh my God, it's like if someone feels an ounce of sensitivity about what you said or what you did, they will voice it. And they will.
Then you're canceled.
They will screenshot it. You can't, I mean, 2011, who would have known that? In like 7 years ago, so who would have known in 2018? If you're 2011, you're young. Who would have known that you can get your tweets searched and dug up from years ago, from when you was tweeting at that? You didn't think like that.
Yeah.
All you was doing, like, I'm just expressing myself. Like, this is how we talk. Like in 2011, I would have been like, oh man, you gay.
And it's so crazy because we always, you know, us kind of coming up in the beginning stages of the internet, you know, adults always told us, like, once you post it, it's there forever. Like, we always heard it, but now people are really pulling up receipts on the daily.
Yeah, it is scary, man. And Kevin Hart said it, you know, we fuel the internet trolls. Like, I mean, the society, the media, everybody wants, like, they fuel that stuff. They fuel the negativity. And it's sickening sometimes. Like, when you have somebody like at a Kevin Hart's magnitude, he's a great career, and he gets a chance to host the Oscars, and like, because he said, and what the tweet was, it was a joke. You can look at it and see it was a joke. Yeah. But he said what he said 7 years ago. But the fact that it got dug up by a troll, by someone that's probably has no life, that probably eats Cheetos and pizza all day. I hate this. It's sitting there on your computer and you search this stuff just so you can take a man that's worked his ass off. Yeah. Just so you can take him down. And then media fuels it. You see, when it came out, it was big news. Guess what? Whoever that troll was, he happy. He's like, God,
I did my part. You know? My part. And instead of, you know, like I was saying earlier, using it as a teachable moment, because we can't go back 7 years and change everything that was said. No. It's literally impossible. Exactly. And so 7 years ago, like you said, we didn't know where the world was going to be in 2018. I think it's great that we are having more dialogue about these things, but there, like I said earlier, there just needs to be a whole lot more room for understanding and communication with these issues that are coming up. So, I agree. And for you, you're right in the midst of it. Like you said, social media is one of your main platforms. Yeah, so is that I mean, when you look at, you know, top of the year to the end of the year for you, have you had to learn new ways to deal with that?
Sensitivity, yes. I just touched about it. But another thing that is very interesting, I think a lot of creators need to know, is you need to keep fans as fans. Okay? And that's regarding girls. Like, keep fans as fans. Okay. Because you get the message in these girls, and they will message you. I've dealt with it, the attention of Instagram. And, you know, I'm tall, attractive, funny, whatever they want to call it. I fell into traps where I get too personal in the DMs. And it goes from, like, you get too personal, and then people open it up. Now it goes from them being a fan to them being interested. And then now they don't look at you as a person that they just like their art. Now they look at you as a person they want to be with. And so now they treat you differently. So the first time you do something that they don't like, they're no longer on your page. They might unfollow you. They might do that, and guess what? So now because you're getting personal with these girls, you lose a fan. Right. Somebody that was they came to your page as a fan, and then they leave as a
non-supporter.
Non-supporter or whatever. So you just keep fans as fans, and it's so hard. It's hard.
It is.
It's hard. Oh my God, you might have a girl that she's X, Y, and Z. And then some girl in your DMs, she got A, B, and C. And you're just like, what do you do? Yeah. Like, what do you do in this, and you know, for me, like, growing followers, and like, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I stressed about it at some period of this year of, man, like, the attention I'm getting and having to learn and like teaching myself, like, I gotta be careful with what I say, because first of all, people can screenshot. Now, there's one feature I love, and that's the unsend feature.
Oh yes.
And you should listen. You use that to your advantage.
Yes, indeed.
Now, if you shoot your shot, at a girl and she don't say nothing, and within 20 minutes, an hour, or whatever, you want to send that message.
Unsend it.
You don't want your shot to hang
never
around.
happened.
You know what? Because the whole time you waiting on that girl to mess back, that ball is rolling around the rim. You don't know if it's gonna go in or fall off. You unsend it. Then when she ain't got no proof that you even shot your shot, you go home, you clean your hands, you good.
Right.
You good. Shoot your shot to the next one. So I like that feature, but yeah, just overall, just keep fans as fans. That's very important. Fans as fans.
No, I would definitely agree. That's something I see. It's something that you had to learn as well, but you're kind of in a place to where you understand it and you grasp that concept. So I'm really excited because, you guys, when we come back to more with Stacy Cordell, we're going to find out if moving to New York was everything that he hoped it would be.